Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah. Welcome to episode 2. Today I'm going to play a few songs for you and then share a poem. So the songs that I'm going to share, I shared during a set over the weekend. I got to play for the Pleiades series for the Night of Song, and I chose 4 songs to play for that. It was a collection of songwriters who presented sets of original material, and then we all improvised together. So these songs are fresh in my mind, but I performed them with my band on Saturday, and I'm going to do them solo. All 4 of these songs are from my upcoming project called Ritual, which will hopefully be recorded this year, by the end of the year. And this is a collection of songs all about grief and about different facets of grief and different experiences of processing grief. So the first song that we're going to start with is called Bitter Roots, and it is about grief that is mixed with rage and anger. What the hell have you done to me? What the hell am I gonna do? Can't be real, it's not happening. Pinch won't do, punch me in the face. Oh, 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 oh. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots below me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots, a chokehold. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots below me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots, let go. Just think I was growing tall, branches strong and bearing fruit. I was shade, I was shelter, not for long, cut me down to size. Oh, 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 oh. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots below me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots, a chokehold. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots, decide. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots, let go. Curse the axe, throw it in the sea. Damn the fire, put it out with tears. Can't forget what has happened here. Haunt a bitch, don't put it past me. Oh, 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 oh. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots below me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots, a chokehold. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots below me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, bitter roots below. Bitter roots, let go. eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, can't walk, can't talk, can't think, can't feel, can't pray, can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe, can't walk, can't talk, can't think, can't feel. Bitter roots, let go. Bitter roots, let go. Right. So this next song is called Anchorite, and it's about grief that leads to isolation. The word anchorite, it refers to a specific type of nun that would wall themselves off, literally build a wall to wall themselves in, sort of seal themselves in a chamber that could, there's only a small hole that people would come and feed them or speak to them or things like that. But this song plays with that imagery of the anchorite, of grief that leads to isolation. It's okay, darling, I can take the hit. Don't be sorry, I'll be here. I'll get me to the nunnery, I'll drop the anchor, I'll become the way of things. These are strange liturgies, mold whispers in the bookshelf. This a strange Eucharist, all whiskey and Kerouac, untouched and hollow. What's that song you sing for the dead? It's okay, darling, I won't come any closer. Don't be sorry, I'll leave. I'll get me to the nunnery, I'll drop the anchor, I'll become the way of things. You saw me unrendered and accused me of faith. But what about now, darling? Am I such a devotee? Lay my head amidst the fallen and the crumbled, chaos shredded, fractal on the floor. Do you still think that I believe in beauty? It's okay, darling, go and see the cell. Don't be sorry, I'll be here. I'll get me to the nunnery. I'll drop the anchor. I'll become the way of things. I'll live with the songs, you keep the greater whole. I'll find later, you can have now. Is this it? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Bury tenderness in a grave and rage in a wound. Please tell them I'm here. Please tell them I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Right. The next one that I'm going to play is inspired by the tradition in Sufi poetry of speaking about the divine as the beloved, and also sometimes death as a type of beloved, or a reunion with the beloved. Rumi instructed the people in his life to celebrate his death as a wedding night, as a reunion with his beloved. And there's definitely Sufi poetry where it's ambiguous whether the writer is speaking about a human lover, a divine lover, death. So this song plays on that. And it's a song about grief that it comes with acceptance. It's about accepting, letting go of your lover to another beloved, whether that's the side chick that they thought you didn't know about, or whether that is death and the beyond. So this song is called The Cave. Go to her, I will not stand in your way. I will not be the cause of sorrow. Song of the reed flute, yearning to be whole again. She loves you, oh can you not see it? The mystic in me knows all the signs. I recognize the face of the beloved. Wherever I might see her, I'll go to her. I release you, lover of love. I cannot fight this union. You and she are entangled. Somehow I got swept up in your web. I loved you, or could you not see it? A deeper urge than I have ever known. to consummate, to overflow this vessel. Two of cups to drink, two souls dissolving. Oh, go to her. Let's not pretend anymore. We need not count every inch of this distance to know and to name cold winds and us adrift, where once we seared and scorched with closeness. She loves you. I am a fool to think that I could somehow hold you. I will bless her arms around you and banish my dervish passions to a cave. Right. The last song that I have for you tonight is called Ritual, and it's the title track of the project. And it's about how during grief, after grief, continuing with daily life becomes its own type of ritual. I forget who said this, but someone once said that grief is love that has nowhere to go. And I think part of the ritual of continuing with daily life after grief is figuring out how to pour all of that love that has nowhere else to go into the life that you still have in front of you, the people that you still have, the things that you still have, the care that you can still give. And so over time, what the ritual of daily life transforms is it finds a way to pour that love somewhere. And that over time, it doesn't necessarily make the grief grow smaller, but it makes you grow bigger around the grief. But in the midst of that, there's something so difficult about continuing with daily life. Grief catches up with you at the strangest moments during an ordinary day and can bowl you over completely. And so there's also something of a ritual of sticking with the tasks of daily life, even if grief runs you down in the middle of an ordinary task. So anyway, the song is all about that. This is called Ritual. Pour the water in the glass, overflow, wash the dish, curse the sky, raise hell, spill the milk, mop the floor, turn the tide, outrun time. Between the frying pan and the fire, there's a moment in the air. Breathe it in, fill your lungs, fight to grow around the bird. do it all again. Ritual never ends. Fall apart, make the bed. You can't bring 'em back. Check the mail, take a shower, go to hell. Between the frying pan and the fire, there's a moment in the air. Breathe it in, feel your lungs fight to grow around the bird. Where does it go? Where is all this supposed to go? Where is all this supposed to go? Where the hell is all this supposed to go? Where is all this supposed to go? Where is all this supposed to go? Right. So, speaking of the theme of daily life becoming a ritual and of pouring your love somewhere, the love that is your grief, the love that has nowhere to go. I've definitely been thinking a lot about that, and recently got the chance to do an activity with some very important people in my life that always feels like one of those tasks where you have a chance of pouring love out in a way that's really sometimes channels some of that grief love. And it's wassailing. And wassailing is a really, really old, ancient tradition of helping an orchard wake up in the spring. And you pour last year's remaining cider onto the roots and leave out food for the birds and also sing to the trees to help them wake up. And now there's evidence about why this is beneficial. You know, the mycorrhizal fungi in the roots, they really love the sugar in the cider, so it helps wake the tree up. And you know, the food for the birds, as it attracts birds, you know, their droppings help fertilize the soil. So what the ancients knew has been kind of confirmed. But that ritual every year feels to me like such a literal way of pouring your love into the ground, into the soil, into these trees that also feed you. And in singing to the trees, in helping the trees wake up, there's something so hopeful. There's renewal that happens. Doing it with a group is really powerful. And we just did that at our house in the fruit trees behind our house in the first week of March. So it's been fresh on my mind. And the last couple years for the wassail of our fruit trees, I have read part of this poem, The Farm by Wendell Berry. And I wanted to read you the section that I have read at the last few wassails that we've done, which to me feels very related to this idea of daily life as a ritual that helps you release the love that you have to give during your life. So it says, be thankful and repay growth with good work and care. Work done in gratitude, kindly and well, is prayer. You did not make yourself, yet you must keep yourself by use of other lives. No gratitude atones for bad use or too much. This is not work for hire. By this expenditure, you make yourself a place. You make yourself a way for love to reach the ground. In its ambition and its greed, its violence, the world is turned against this possibility. And yet, the world survives by the survival of this kindly working love. I just feel like the phrase, you make yourself a place, you make yourself a way for love to reach the ground, is such a compass for me. It's such a guiding light for me, particularly when I feel overwhelmed and don't know what to do. Or like the question that got repeated at the end of that song of where does all this go? Where does all this grief or this rage or this anger or sadness go? And sometimes the answer is kindly working love, which becomes a form of prayer. So that's most of what I had for all of you tonight. I believe, fingers crossed, that next month's episode is going to have our first special guest. Have a friend who's planning to come and share music with us and some stories and things like that, and tell us a little bit about their work. So I won't fully reveal it yet, but inshallah, that's what we have planned for April. Thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful rest of your night. Assalamu alaikum.